What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMDTNT, where I am living my dream, trading and traveling. Hope everybody out there is doing well today. As for myself, I am doing well, all things considered. Just sitting back down at the desk to get another daily trade recap out of the way on what is a max loss day, y'all. Yes. This is a max loss day after being green, after saying I was done because I was not happy with my performance. Sat down, opened the charts up, haphazardly jumped into a trade, didn't do anything that I was supposed to do prior to jumping in that trade, and I got slapped. I got slapped hard, y'all. Got slapped hard. So let's go ahead. We're gonna jump straight on over into Trade of 8. We are going to look at these numbers real quick, look at the charts, and get y'all up out of here. You can see it already over there, y'all. I am down $303.38 today. Let's go ahead. Let's look at the stats on the day. We're reviewing trades for November 20th. Gross 287, total with commissions 303. We made $49.50. This is what we were up. This is what I was up early this morning, and I said I was done. I told Spark goes by Spark and Trade on YouTube. I told Vega goes by Honored Trader on YouTube, if you want to check those two guys out. But I told them I was done. I was not happy with the way I was trading. And yeah, said I was done. This morning, I woke up. I went and got my laptop and I set it by my bed and I traded from my bed. That probably was the first problem. After that, it wasn't firing on all cylinders, made a few bucks and said I was done. Came out in the shop, opened the charts up, said, oh snaps, I need to take that trade. A few minutes later, couldn't trade no more. I was locked out of my account, lost $336. That was actually trading on 77% though. Ain't that crazy? I was trading at a winning rate, but I am max loss red. My loser was way bigger than my winner. So guess what, y'all? After taking this nice size loss today, I said I'm done trading. I'm not going to trade tomorrow. I usually don't perform well on Fridays, so I don't think I'm going to trade tomorrow. I think I'm still green on the week. I'm going to check that right now. And if I'm green on the week, I'm definitely not trading tomorrow. If I'm not green on the week, I'm definitely not trading tomorrow. So regardless, won't be trading tomorrow. So let's go ahead. Let's check out the week. Let's see what we did on the week. Booyah, good job. So this week we're up 901, or not up. We made 901. We gave back 471. I was trading at an 85, call it 86% hit rate. We're going to close out keeping 307.56 in this account. Like I said, this is a small account. Just for reference, this account, that right there probably represents half of what this account started with. So just to kind of give you an idea. But yeah, decent week. I'll take that after losing $303. But let's go ahead. Let's jump on over into the charts real quick. For some reason, my computer would not let me open Trade of 8 and Ninja Trader. So we're going to go ahead, open that one up. You're going to see that same number right there. I lost 303.38. And let's go ahead. Let's get the charts. I want to get the charts kind of set up to what I was looking at this morning. Let's drag that over. Do we want to worry about the first few trades I took this morning? I guess we can. So first and foremost, you see these blue lines on my chart. These are coming off, as you see, they're on the 15-minute, but they also are represented on the 1 minute. These are some key areas that were on the chart a few days ago. So I haven't removed them. Notice that they came into play today. First trade that I took this morning, I was taking it breaking this area. Notice it wasn't breaking a demand. No, it was not. It wasn't breaking a demand. I was just jumping in the trade. Came up, pushed back down. And after the fact, I was like, let me get out of these trades. So I jumped out and I made a few dollars. Market opened this. And then also, let me also say, I really dropped the ball today because there's two things that I have to do in the mornings when I sit down at my desk or after 6 p.m. if I'm gonna trade the evening session. And one of those things is I need to readjust my fib levels. With NinjaTrader, it's not like how how I had it coded with TOS. So I have to manually go in and adjust the fib levels. I have to manually go in, and you'll see when you see that green line, that's previous day's highs. I need to use previous day's highs and previous day's lows to mark my charts up. So previous day's highs, previous day's lows. I can click any fib level, and then the Y is the high, the start Y is the high, and the end Y is the low. So you see 24,988, 24,988, 244,4650, 244,4650. Let me turn on my highlighter. So that's the first thing that I have to do. I did that on my laptop. Second thing that I've started doing, this is not something that I had been doing, but you see these blue lines? What I'll do, I'll come over, horizontal line, and I'll find at the time that I'm trading, the current high range. So that's the most current supply. I'll drop a line right there. Let's see if we got any colors in here that's different. Okay, so we'll do, what are we gonna do? We'll do a red one. What the heck? So we'll make that red. That's the high. And then I'll do one for the low. Boom, boom. I'll just copy that. And then the low. So the most current demand break. What that does is that gives me my 15-minute range. If we break that high, boom, we should go higher. If we break that low, boom, we should go lower. So now I have my ranges. Now watch this. First trade of the day. That was this trade. Next trade. I had not marked my chart. And I probably should. Yeah, I guess I did that right. I hadn't marked the chart. But notice, you see, I took a trade on the break of this supply. That was a good trade. Had I known it was also breaking this 15-minute level, I'm trading it up to here. I'm trading it up to there. But because I didn't know that, and it was kind of just chopping around at this supply, I got out, made a few more dollars. I got in here, stop out, break even. Got in here, took a little bit off, stop out, break even. I jumped back in, and now I'm trading like a little punk. Probably shouldn't say that. I don't know. Is that politically correct nowadays? But I was trading like a little punk. So I got out. And this is where I said I wasn't trading on all cylinders. And I'm like, I'm done, man. I'm not trading all that well. Well, I didn't touch the market. The market did this. It did this. Let's come on over. Let's take a look though. So it first broke that supply. That was the move where I initially got in the trade. Came up and it broke that one, just kind of peekabooed at 9 o'clock. So let's come on over. Let's see what that looks like. So all the way up to this 150 level. Ouch. It's a pretty big level. Probably don't want to touch that up there, even on a break. Notice it break peekabooed over. So let's keep looking. You still don't see no trades in here, right? Still don't see no trades. Let's keep going. So market has gone down, down, broke that supply. Not going to touch this over that green cloud. I'm not trying to short until I either get below this line, which it is. Come look. There's my entry right there. I short on a break of demand. You would say, okay, that's pretty good. But watch this, y'all. This is what I did not know. You see how much that risk is in that trade? Do you see how much that risk is in that trade, y'all? That's $150. It took 2 contracts. My daily loss limit was $300. It was all gone right there. Boom, that one trade ate up all of my daily loss limit. This was not a good trade. You want to know why? Look at where I got in the trade. Let me move that move that out the way. I got in at the low of this candle, and this is something. You see this bar timer right here? Usually, I need to be watching that bar timer, and if it's going to close down there, I really don't want to do that either. But if it closes down there and then it breaks the low, I'm good. But I probably bought into this candle probably with 30 seconds left in this candle, and it came back up. When price got back above this line, I knew I was doomed. I knew it. When price got above this 138 level, I knew I was doomed. At any of those times, I could have got out of this trade. I could have gotten out of this trade, because you notice this came, let's see, opened, closed, opened, closed. So that meant it went up, came back down, kind of chopped around, gave me a chance to get out in this candle for a smaller loss. I'm still gonna take a loss. This thing rips up, stops me out, because my stop was just on the other side. Then it came back down. I can't do nothing at that point because I'm locked out. Even if I wanted to, like, oh, I can get out and just maybe lose a few dollars. Nope. Max loss limit, boom, you're done. Comes back up to the 150 level. Comes back up to guess where? You see that blue line up there? That's that same blue line that's right there on the 15-minute chart. You want to know what that did, y'all? That sent the market into a straight free fall. Because it came back up, retested it again. Let's bring it over there. That's a double retest. It does not break. And like I say, for this trade right here, for me to enter, I should not have been entering on this candle. I should have been entering on the next candle that broke the low of this candle, and I wouldn't have entered it because it was a wicked wick. So bad trade, bad trade, bad trade. But look at what the market did today, y'all. Such an easy day. And I couldn't touch the market. This thing blazed through every single demand. It never broke a supply. That supply is still current, still current, still current. Wicked day. All the way till noon, still an active supply level. Layup day. I'm sure these ranges were outrageous. Let's check out just one of them real quick. I'm going to check this one out. I want to see what that range is, because that would have been a decent trade. Boop, boop. 190 points. Woo-wee. But did it make target? It most certainly did. Let's check that one out. This first one right here. That's breaking that red level back to the downside. Let's check that one out. Boom, Boom. 116 points or $116. Yesterday I was saying points on some of these. Should not have been points. It should have been dollars. That kind of moved on me. So it's right there. Boom. 113. Risking 113 in that trade. You get triggered in on this candle. 3 minutes later, you have made $113. Nasty work, y'all. Nasty work. But like I said, I'm gonna take tomorrow off. I'm gonna lock this green weekend. Can't do nothing about the red day that's already locked in. Notice it finally started taking out supplies at around 12:55. Let's look at the 15-minute. Nasty work, y'all. There's that 15-minute 200. Same thing you see on this chart, which is a 1 minute 200. Once that got below there, back up the truck. I said I was done this morning, and now that pretty much had me done with everything. Once this got back below here, this was a put waiting to happen. That thing right there, I'm sure a QQQ put probably paid out today. But yeah, that's what the market did, y'all. And I was not able to capitalize on none of it. Just red. You just see nothing but red. Red candles, red clouds, red lines. These are red fib levels below previous day's low. And this is where we're at right now. We got 20 minutes before the market closes at 5 o'clock. But look at the level. You see that level, y'all? There's a couple of fib levels that just hold high weight with me. Of course, previous day's high, which is 100. Previous day's low, which is 0. And these 61.8 levels. This is the negative 61.8 level. Positive 61.8 level. That holds a lot of weight. Look at where we're chopping at, and look at where we're going to kind of close at. 20 minutes left to the market. I'd be curious to see if we kind of push back up, maybe get over this level. See if the bulls want to try to do a little bit of reclaiming. But yeah, that's wicked. We come over and look at the 5 minute, which is up here. Wicked, wicked, wicked. Easy day. Quite easy day. I want to check this 5 minute trade out right here, and then I'm gonna wrap this up, y'all. That's $250 in that move, and it hits it in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. This market is outrageous with the range. And what kind of suckered me in, and then I'm gonna wrap this one up, is pre-market, the range wasn't that bad. It actually was not that bad. Let's look at this trade that I took right here real quick. See what the range was. $44. 44 bucks. That was the range on that trade. Not bad. Let's look at the range on this one. $39. Not bad. So, and look at that. That went up there. Let's put it back up there. That was like target right there where I was getting out on the ad, though. Got in, got out of those, added, and then got out up there. Not bad. Not bad range pre-market. Or even look at this one real quick. I'm not going to take that short break. I'll take this longer break. Go from there. 50 bucks. That's my sweet spot, y'all. That is my sweet spot right there. 50 bucks. But the market opened, and now that freaking range was outrageous. It was 150 bucks. Not paying attention to detail, because guaranteed, had I put that bracket there and I saw what the range was, and on my laptop in the house, it's going to have these brackets. So I knew what these were. I knew what those were. I checked it prior to taking a trade. That one there, I did not check it. and I got blazed, and it is what it is. Took my daily loss limit. Keep it pushing. We're going to finish the week green. But as always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Like I said, I doubt I get not even a doubt. I know I'm not going to do any trading tomorrow. If I do, somebody come through the doggone screen and smack the up out of me. Probably try to get a video done just talking about moving averages. I might do that tomorrow. Just kind of discussing moving averages and what I found in about them. It ain't nothing new, not rocket scientists, but or not rocket science, but it may be something that some people don't actually know. But on that note, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Peace.